Hi, this is Jan, the Success Alchemist, and today I want to talk to you about fear because it's one of the main reasons why people don't achieve the success that they desire. The fear can take many different forms: fear of success, fear of failure, fear of being not good enough, fear of being visible, fear of being vulnerable, fear of being judged and criticized, and all these different things that really cause the procrastination and the avoidance and the failure to take action that is so necessary to achieve the success that you deserve. And this is why I call my program Creating the Unstoppable You, and my business is Unstoppable You Academy. And it's not because unstoppable means you just ride roughshod over people and, you chase success at any cost, and particularly at cost to others. It's about becoming unstoppable because of dealing with the inner stuff that so gets in the way of success for so many people. And we all have limiting beliefs and fears and doubts to some degree. It's whether we allow them to really stop us in our tracks and even cause us to give up completely. So what is fear? The acronym that I use is false expectations appearing real. And this is different to the common one that you hear, which is false evidence appearing real. And the reason I don't like that one is because evidence implies that there is some fact behind it. There is some proof that that fear is valid, whereas false expectations appearing real really represents what fear is all about, which is projecting into the future some imagined negative outcome. So once you recognize that fear is not real, it's just in your imagination, that gives you the power to deal with it. The key thing is to remain in the present moment so that you can actually deal with whatever the situation is that has caused that fear to arise in the first place. And if you are in a situation of being anxious or worried or fearful about something, just reassure yourself by saying, in the present moment, everything is fine. And then step into your power to do whatever is necessary to prevent the thing you're fearful of from happening. So the cause of fear is very much related to problems. And the mistake that a lot of people make is they focus on the problem, not the solution. And from a manifestation point of view, you get what you focus on. You're feeding energy to something that will manifest in the future. And that's why people often go into a downward spiral, because they're focusing on the problem and putting energy into it, and in effect manifesting the very outcome that they want to avoid. And it's really a case of training your mind to switch from the problem to the solution. So it's not a case of avoiding it, it's a case of acknowledging it and then recognizing that the way forward is actually to work on the outcome that you want, rather than getting obsessed by the problem that you want to solve. And once again, it was my horses that taught me so much about fear. And, there are people that say, well, fear is valuable because, it can save you from danger. But danger is a choice. I'm sorry, the other way around. Danger is real. Fear is a choice. And in my horse training, I've dealt with very volatile horses and in some cases, horses that have been emotionally abused. But horses are prey animals, and so they are prone to fear and reaction just from a survival mechanism. And we have a similar survival mechanism, but prey animals are always trying to avoid the animal that's going to eat them. So I've dealt with horses that have PTSD, for example, because they've been treated badly when they were introduced to saddle and riding and the like. And there was one particular experience that I had with a horse who had been broken into riding and treated very badly. And there were times when he would be triggered and he would start to buck and plunge and twist. And if I had focused on the fear of what might happen to me, you know, being thrown on the floor and getting injured, then I would have projected back to him my fear, which would have reinforced the fear in him and made the situation 10 times worse. But what I'd learnt to do in the years that I'd been training horses was to really focus consciously on being calm and focusing on outcome, focusing on the horse being calm, so that the horse reflected my consciousness rather than me reflecting his. And this is exactly how the universe works. The universe reflects what is in your consciousness. That's how consciousness creates, and it's proven in quantum physics. So if you are focusing in your consciousness on problems and difficulties and lack and all these different things that you don't want, I'm afraid to say you are going to get what you don't want. So train your brain, train your consciousness to focus on outcome. As soon as you become aware of a fearful, anxious, worried, negative thought, just flick the switch into, okay, what is it that I want in this situation? And I can assure you, you will find whole different outcomes than when you focus on fear. So thank you for listening. Those are my tips relating to fear. I'll be sharing more on the subject of how you develop that mindset not to get swamped with those fearful thoughts. And if you've enjoyed this video and found it useful, please like it and share it and subscribe if you haven't already done so, because I'll be sharing lots more videos to help you step into your power and manifest the life that you want. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.